we live?
We are live! That was almost time. Alright. Welcome to the Psyche of DavoThe9th with Barry Sanders. This show will explore all 9 yards as we dive deep into the minds of fascinating individuals to uncover the passions, stories, and philosophies that shape who we are. From history buffs and gamers, everyone in between, we explore the experiences and interests that make us unique. Bear with me here. I'm an astronaut right now. Okay. Brought to you by DavoThe9th, the Psyche of is your front row seat to the untold stories and insights of remarkable people. Stay tuned as we branch into a world of fresh perspectives, thought-provoking conversations, and limitless curiosities.
Limitless, dude.
Limitless, dude. To infinity and beyond. Okay. So you're a history buff, would you say?
I mean, I do enjoy knowing about the past.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we can't learn from our mistakes, we're doomed to repeat them.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, dude.
And
that was him,
yeah, that was, man. And I noticed, the institution and schooling, they're trying to enforce it on a lot of kids on what happened in the past, and they're trying to. There is no future book. There's just a history book.
We can only clean insides. Yeah.
It's like I saw a thing. We should be teaching 3 things in school.
Okay.
How to purify water, how to grow mass food, and how to build.
One thing that I wish that there would have been a class on in school is first aid. Like, why is that not a class in school?
Yeah.
What do you do if someone gets a broken bone, or if someone gets stabbed or shot, I can understand to a certain extent like school is supposed to be the learning environment is supposed to be safe, contained, and whatnot. But I mean like those kinds of life experiences, at some point, how awesome would it be, if fucking Joe Blow fucking breaks his fucking ankle, walking somewhere, and you can oh man, I know what to do, how to grow food, I feel like agricultural science should be a huge focus of schools, yeah, there's so much stuff that should be taught in schools. I feel like young minds are filled with such nonsense. If you could take the whole physical education course, running around playing with balls and whatnot, all that nonsense, and teach young children an applicable skill, what to do if someone gets hurt, if even if it was just for a semester, first aid in an emergency situation, that's a life skill, dude. Why should only paramedics or people who decide to pursue those careers after school be the ones that we depend upon for stuff like that,
Yeah.
And it probably wasn't always that way, I'm sure when the back in the day, when the institution of public schooling itself was founded, people probably already know how to do that stuff, what do you mean, what do you do, but it's been kind of lost, people freak out over stuff like that, nobody knows what to do, how cool would it be?
And to just know what to do in almost every situation.
Yeah, man, imagine how many fucking people.
You be that guy.
Yeah, dude,
That's essentially, that's what women are looking for. That's what everybody's looking for.
Yeah, man.
Who has a sense of ambition.
It would instill a lot of confidence in young people too. For sure.
Who had a lot of confidence? Napoleon Dynamite. Not Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite, dude.
Not Dynamite.
That motherfucker was the shit, dude.
Yeah, Napoleon. Yeah, Fucking
Shout out to Napoleon Dynamite. Dude.
shout out to Napoleon
Yeah,
Dynamite.
dude, that fucking guy, dude. Inspiration for the masses, dude.
Amen. You know what? Okay, here I got a question. What's a historical event or maybe a historical figure that you think didn't get enough credit, and why?
I don't know his name, but the guy that invented there was a man in I think in the Civil War, basic fucking sanitation, dude. Basic sanitation, germ theory, dude.
What?
Really, dude. Yeah, man, that's probably like the single greatest invention, or not necessarily invention, because you can't just invent something like that, but like just basic sanitation, dude. Like just washing your hands. I mean, you know how many people died during the fucking Civil War and all wars before that because like somebody would get cut or shot and like
Just not get cleaned.
yeah, dude. I mean, just basic sanitation is fucking
Yeah.
like you know people die from diseases and whatnot. You know, like and that's just one example. But you know, like dysentery and stuff like that. I mean, fuck it really wasn't that long ago when people in St. Louis. I went to the Campbell House in St. Louis on a field trip in high school, and I learned that the river, the Mississippi River, I think, no, the Missouri, one of the river that runs through fucking St. Louis. People would just take their chamber pots, you know, their shit,
Yeah.
their piss and whatnot, and just
The piss
fucking
pot.
throw it in the goddamn river.
What?
That was also their goddamn drinking water, dude. You know, like.
Did they at least go down the river, you think?
No, dude, they didn't even
What
go
the
downstream or nothing, dude. It was fucking disgusting, dude. You know,
It's a little twisted.
so many people like are like the plague in the whatever century it was, the Black Plague. You know, like it killed a fucking insane amount of the population of Europe. You know, and people had just fucking washed their goddamn hands.
Now, are you sure that these are like? Now you're saying that this bacteria is what started Black Plague. And I know a lot of people say that was all government funded in a sense.
The Black Plague, dog.
Yeah.
Man, there wasn't hardly any government in the fucking. Dude, it was like.
Well, the Illuminati, man, they disappeared 10 years after they were created.
No, dude, that was in the Illuminati was like the 1700s. Dude. The Black Plague was like
14.
man, I want to say it was like in the 1600s. It was long before it was at least 200 years before the Illuminati, dude.
When was
The Illuminati is documented. It was like David Weishaupt.
Plague?
What's a David guy?
I said when was the Black Plague? That's just mid 1300s.
13, okay, so
Damn.
but yeah, that was a long time before.
Yeah.
There wasn't much government back then. Like
Here.
they had monarchy.
When was diplomacy born?
Diplomacy.
Fucking.
Hitting the bottle on live stream, dude.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or like. I'm
We're
not.
delving deep, dude. We're having higher thoughts, dude.
Yeah.
We're in deep, dude.
1648.
1648.
Yeah, that means 301
Diplomacy was
years
born?
later.
Nah, man, diplomacy is a concept, dude. Diplomacy is like,
Okay, I meant to say democracy then.
or even, I feel like democracy was even, like at least the concept of it. The Greeks, man. The Greeks had democracy.
Yeah.
Or democratic republic, at least. That's like what our whole like our whole government is predicated upon. Is the democratic republic, dude.
Damn. 5th century. Yeah, it says.
Greeks, dude.
Table of contents: Who invented democracy? Democracy began in ancient Greece. Throughout this period, the ancient Greeks tailored and tested various political systems.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Greeks were fucking badass, dude.
That's-
Greeks were the shit.
Yeah, dude. Didn't they? I don't know if we should get into how promiscuous those
Dude,
were.
let's get into they were fucking promiscuous as fuck. They were
Yeah,
gay as fuck, dude, for real,
they
dude.
were gay.
They really were, man.
You know, talk about American culture.
Yeah, dude. Like the They had a thing for young boys, dude.
Wow.
They really did. They really did. It's actually like
It's quiet.
yeah, let that sink in for the audience, dude. They really did. Like Easter, the holiday of Easter, before like the before Constantine, like adopted the Christian faith for the Roman Empire. Well, I guess we're talking about Romans now, but I'm sure it has roots in Greek
Yeah.
systems too. Easter is like before it was co-opted by Christianity or Catholicism, I should say. It was like it was a holiday meant to like celebrate fertility, man, and like fucking it was a fuck fest, dude. Easter. Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
That's what the Easter bunny, dude. Because rabbits breed like crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking Easter, dude.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was co-opted by
Okay.
Christianity, like later on in time, you know. But
Why are eggs the symbol?
or the rabbit would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is rabbit? Why is a rabbit a symbol of Easter? Because rabbits fuck like crazy, dude.
So, well, that's just. I mean, damn. Maybe I should voice search it. Yeah, I should want to voice search it. Why is the rabbit the icon? Motherfucker, it Googled voice search.
Mhm.
What? That is ridiculous.
Preposterous.
I'm gonna. Why is.
According to Wikipedia, search, also called voice-enabled search, allows the user to use a voice
Oh
search
my
the website or an app.
King God. It just told me what voice search was when I tried to use it.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah. Alright. So,
That's alright, we'll get fucking fact checked in the comments, dude. I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for all the fucking historical facts that I've gotten wrong.
well, here's the thing, man. We just went
Now.
now.
Yeah, dude, it fucking sucked before now, dude.
Yeah, it did.
It fucking sucked, dude. Like, you had to go fucking, you had to do shit, dude.
Yeah.
You want to stay warm in the wintertime, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta go fucking cut down some trees, dude. You know, like, this is the best time to be alive, hands down. But like,
It was hard to cope.
from like romantically speaking, like a point in time that I romanticize.
You feel like what was Earth's humanity's peak love language time? Like peak love period.
Peak humanity.
Yeah.
Immediately after World War II.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
like
the paintings changed even
like-
in that.
Well, I mean, not necessarily that, but I mean, to be in the United States post World War II, like the economy. I mean, the United States was the only nation involved in World War II, aside from like fucking Canada, you know.
Oh, I heard Canada.
But even then, they didn't really have as much to gain from it. But post World War II America was like a boom, dude. Like we seated ourselves as like the top dog on the geopolitical stage, you know. Like
Real quick too.
yeah, man. I mean, the entire world was destroyed, you know. And we were, I mean, aside from Pearl Harbor, which sucked, but was really like in the grand scheme of things, like rather insignificant. I mean, we were the only nation on earth like in a position to like capitalize on the conditions of post World War II. And I mean, people got paid. You know, I mean, people coming back from war. Everybody had a job, and the wages were really good. You know, that's where the whole idea of the American dream comes from. I mean, like America was in like this horrible fucking depression. before the war, and we can go into that if you want, which is
Oh, we should.
probably a big reason that we even got into World War II is to jumpstart that. I mean, that's where the I mean, at that point, the United States became like a military economy, and
You know,
like a
Sedalia
permanent
here
war state.
was used a lot for the Army. This
Really?
was rest time, yeah.
In what capacity?
Back when Scott Joplin was coming up, this was where a lot of the military people would stay right on Broadway, and
Yeah.
about 70 years ago or so. Maybe,
I mean, it makes sense. There were quite a few brothels around today.
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was illegalized by the way, but it wasn't as strictly enforced. Yeah. I mean, you get back from war, the fucking GIs they gotta relieve that PTSD, dude. They gotta do something, dude.
Yeah.
They gotta do something.
You know, here, let me see.
Let me see, dude.
Okay, is there a current event or a trend that you think future historians will find especially fascinating?
Man, fucking AI, dude.
Yeah,
AI.
Absolutely.
Nuts, dude. That's the game changer, dude.
I'm telling you, now that AI is being given bodies, it's gonna change
Bodies?
the game. Yeah,
What do you mean, dude?
dude, we're giving AIs bodies, but it's still very programmed. They still their algorithms are still very heavily coded. You know
That's
what I
some
mean?
fucking iRobot shit, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. It's terrifying. It
And
really is.
it just takes a little bit of pressure to pick up a gun and pull the trigger, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
And,
Absolutely. And like the rate at which, like, I don't know if you've played around with ChatGPT at all, but like
I have
and
a question
the-
about that.
the fucking rate at which it gets stuff wrong sometimes, but man, it's such an amazing technology, and but the problem is that like how long are we gonna have control over that technology? You know, like some for real Skynet shit, dude. I mean we're getting to that fucking realm of possibility, dude, to where like a super advanced AI like decides that it knows what's best for humanity than humanity does, or you take it a step further and like the AI ceases to concern itself with like the well-being for humanity, but like the well-being of itself, which is like the foundation of like any creature or being like endowed with thought, you know,
Yeah.
like self-sustaining, you know, like a survival mechanism, you know, like if yeah, dude, or a human being, you know, like our primary concern is like self-sustainability, you know,
Yeah.
like you and I, you know, like
Our psychology, everything.
yeah, man,
Our
and
last
whenever AI like becomes concerned with like sustaining itself and like how humanity could like potentially be holding it back, you know, it's rather terrifying.
Yeah.
It is, and I really applaud like the all the letters that are written, like the public letters that are written to Congress and leaders of the world, you know, by developers of the AI technology, like warning, like we really need regulation in this sector, you know, like this stuff has to be extremely heavily regulated, otherwise something terrible is going to happen. And insofar as it seems to me, like those warnings are going entirely unheeded. Like it's just fucking full send with the goddamn AI, dude. Like they want no it's really a laissez-faire with AI right now, and it's extremely terrifying given like the knowledge of like what it could potentially be capable of, like what it's already capable of, and really like the whole AI boom is really not old at all. Like within the last, like look how far that shit has come, like within the last year or 2 years, you know. Imagine where that technology, like imagine what GPT is going to be capable of like 10 years from now. Like GPT is probably going to be entirely irrelevant 10 years from now, you know. Like nobody will even remember what it was, you know, because
I'm clipping that.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be,
in the future.
yeah, dude. It's fucking terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
AI, future, prediction.
I mean, it really, I don't even think of it as a prediction. It's like inevitable, man.
Oh shit.
I mean, really, especially like when you consider like how much of our society is run on like e-commerce or telecommunication systems. Like how much of our lives are like handled by a computer, you know, and then you put God forbid there ever be a free thinking computer in charge of all that to manage it for us, you know, it gets dystopian really, really fast, man. It's fucking terrifying. Like if Orwell could have had any iota of what was to come, he would have shit his goddamn pants, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he really would have. Or it could have you ever read like any of the great dystopian novels?
I have no
Like 1984. Like there's really two that really stand out. Like 1984 or Brave New World,
Yeah.
which is like the antithesis, or you know, it's like the polar opposite of 1984, where like societies are controlled by force, but it's like inverse to 1984, whereas like in 1984, like societies are controlled by force and oppression, they're controlled by like leisure and like just and pleasure, and like a society can be submitted a society can be like
I'm listening.
they can like submit themselves to a tyrannical government not by means of force, but by means of pleasure and leisure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the more realistic. That's where we are. Like how many people do you know that spend like 10 hours of their day like fucking playing a video game, you know, instead of like paying attention to what's going on around them, you know, yeah.
No, man, you're right.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, speaking of, how do you even stay informed of the world? You know, how do you feel like people are consuming knowledge of the world, breaking out of, you know?
Yeah, their bubble. Well, I mean that's the real issue. Is like people are in such a bubble.
Yeah.
And like people only get like sources of information that they feel comfortable with it. You know. I personally try to read like media sources from like if all you ever read is Fox News or CNN, like you're getting a very, very distorted worldview, you know, or even like Reuters. There's a few good websites, like antiwar.com. It has a lot of like arbitrary, like unbiased information. But I mean, everything is going to be biased. But I mean, there was a journalist that came to our high school one time when I was a sophomore, and he said that the best way to glean information is reading like different outlets, even if they're from foreign entities, you know, like all over the world. Like if you can read, if you can glean information from different information sources, but about the same event, and like if you were like for example, like the war in Ukraine, if you can read like American sources, like how the state of things are, you know, from an American point of view, and then read about how things are from, you know, a Ukrainian point of view, and then read things, you know, from a British or even from a Russian point of view, and then they're all going to say totally different stuff, but the stuff that remains the same, you know, from each different angle, you know, because every different outlet from every different nation is gonna have its own spin on it, but where the facts coincide, that's really like the only way that you can like glean truth from anything. It's like, you know, and then it's up to you to like formulate your own opinions on it, you know, like after, you know, and that goes for like anything, you know, that's reported, you know, people shouldn't just trust one source of information.
You're absolutely right.
They shouldn't.
You gotta use the internet, okay? It's what is there.
It's a godsend.
You know, just keep looking. Look at everything. Look at every option. Outweigh them all.
Different points of view, man.
You know?
Different points of view is the main thing, you know.
And, you like guns?
I love guns.
You know, what sparked your interest in firearms? What's your favorite model? Type?
Oh, firearm? I don't know. I really haven't owned too many different firearms, but I really like my hunting rifle.
Okay.
I really do.
22, 38?
No, it's I have a 308. So I bought a Savage 308. It was on sale for like $190 at Walmart. Like a year
That's
ago,
pretty good.
so I got it. But there's this website. Shout out to BoydGunstocks.com. You sponsor the show, dude. I fucking dropped like a.
Shout out.
You can like customize. You can like get a wood stock and you can like customize it, and you like you just like find your model, like your base model of firearm, and then they'll like custom like manufacture like a custom stock that fits that firearm.
Yeah.
And I spent like $250 on a really fucking beautiful hardwood gun stock. Man, I wish I had a picture of it. But yeah, it's got like a custom grip on it and everything. Oh man, it's beautiful. Yeah. But I do also have I have a Taurus that's really nice. I really like it.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick as fuck.
Yep.
Alright. I'm high as shit.
But I'm a big believer.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a gun.
I believe
Yeah.
so as well, man. Support and protect yourself.
Yeah.
And,
Goddamn right.
you know, we're Americans.
Goddamn right. We're American. You can cut out pee breaks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pee break?
I can't, but it's okay.
Nope, it's okay.
We'll be right back after these few messages. Welcome back.
I'm ready for more,
Back.
dude.
Yep. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to the Psyche of DavoThe9th, where we explore all 9 yards out here in 9 Mile. Alright. So, here with Barry Sanders, how do you balance your enjoyment of guns with ongoing debates around firearm regulations?
What do you mean?
I don't know what that question was targeted for, but let me say this. How do you feel about gun rights?
Oh,
Like in Missouri?
like firearm regulations?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Missouri is actually probably the best state.
Yeah.
I mean, to live in for a firearm lover. I mean,
Especially for selling and
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no names tied to anything, you know. At least insofar as like the state of Missouri goes. I definitely feel that there's too much, you know. I mean, it's pretty the Second Amendment of the Constitution is pretty cut and dry, you know, insofar as firearm ownership is concerned, you know, like it shouldn't be. I mean, thank God I live in Missouri. You know, it's really not too hard to get one. I mean, really, but it should be like that everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
In Michigan, you gotta go through hoops. You know, you gotta like really go CPL.
Yeah, and I find it extremely ironic that like the places in our country that have like the strictest firearm regulations are the ones in which like the most gun related crime is being committed. You know, it's really ironic. And I couldn't like, I mean, that's only statistic, you know, I couldn't tell you like where that comes from or like why that is. I mean, I have my own theories, but yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, people should definitely be able to do that. I mean, it was enshrined in the Constitution for a reason, you know, and that right is slowly but surely like eroding. You know, like it shouldn't be a bad thing. It shouldn't be considered like a bad or a taboo thing to own several firearms.
Right.
You know, especially like when you get into like a high capacity like magazine fed like rifles. You know, I hate the term like assault weapons, dude, because it's totally illegal to like get something that's fully automatic like they have in the military. You know, but yeah, it's preposterous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we were formed as pilgrims originally, and we wanted to get away from Britain.
Yeah.
But you know, the people
From the
who-
monarchy.
Yeah. Exactly.
And a lot of them, it was a lot of them were trying to get away from Catholicism.
Right.
The whole Puritan movement, you know, was like totally anti-Catholic, you know.
And that became a concept within itself, pushing it back and mixing in with other religions. That's how the ideology of the British is back over America, I believe, with taxes and control, and that's what it all is. It's all display of control.
Mm-hmm.
America is free, but
Well, I think like in the context of like of the revolution, the big thing was that like the colonies at that time were like so far removed from the crown and the British monarchy, and they were trying to impose upon them like so many like restrictions upon themselves, and especially taxation. You know, like we had our own thing going on over here, and you know, we were our own entity, and it was enough to like support whatever it was the crown was doing that the Americans were like so far removed from, but it got to the extent where like they're like restricted upon, like they try to like choke, you know, the rights and the freedoms of the people, you know, of here in America, you know, especially being so far removed, it just didn't make sense, you know, and I think that's what that whole thing was about. I actually read Thomas Paine, Common Sense, which is like the whole revolution was predicated upon that document. It's fucking fascinating, dude. It's amazing.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first Yu-Gi-Oh card deck?
My first Yu-Gi-Oh deck, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking know by heart, dude. It was I bought one of those starter decks, dude, and it was like a Sliver the Sky Dragon, dude, and I had fucking it was like, I mean, by today's standards, it's like basic as fuck, dude. Like it gets wrecked in Yu-Gi-Oh online, it really does. But it was Sliver and Blue Eyes White Dragon, dude. I have like so many Blue Eyes White Dragons there. I try to make it work, I really do. And like it does against like people that suck just as much as I do. Like I have a slight edge, you know. But you get to play online with people that like know a lot about it, and like especially like all the mechanics that are a part of the game now, and it breaks down hard, dude. That makes me cry. That really does, dude. It's bad, dude. It's bad, dude. Play Yu-Gi-Oh, dude.
Well, I've been wanting to get into it.
Oh, dude, I'm the best person to get into it with.
You got cards?
No. Oh, I mean, I have like 6 pre-made decks,
Oh, okay.
and I'll like shuffle cards from one deck into the other. The trap tricks is fucking fucking me up every time.
Yeah, dude.
But
you should,
Magic's really where it's at, dude.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Magic's so much better than you do.
Magic is that a game?
Magic the Gathering, dude,
I haven't played.
is the game, dude.
Do you
It
have
is
it?
the game, dude. Yes, I fucking have it.
Dude, is it a board game? What is it?
Dude, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like different rules, dude.
Oh shit.
It's like
You should bring
Magic was around before Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Like Magic could almost be considered like a copycat of Yu-Gi-Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
For real, dude. You never heard of Magic, dude?
I've never.
God damn, dude. God damn. Man, boy up. Yeah, Magic's where it's at. I might catch a lot of hate for that.
What was an ancient civilization you have always been fascinated by?
Ooh. See, there is one, but I don't even know what it was called. Like, are you familiar with the concept of the Younger Dryas theory? So, the Younger Dryas, I mean, dude, so like 11,700, or like 11,000, like roughly 1,200 years ago, our planet like passed into like a comet field or whatever, like and there were like numerous like impacts of comets and very large meteors around the surface of the Earth, all over Earth, but they've all been like dated. It's like around the same time frame, and it like coincides with a lot of the Great Flood myths, dude. And there's actually a lot of shout out to Graham Hancock, dude, and Dan Carlson, I think is his name.
Shout out,
dude, Graham Hancock, for real, dude.
Yes,
But
sir.
there's a mounting body of evidence to support the theory that there was like before this, because that was like such a cataclysmic event in like Earth's history. Like it was hell on Earth for a period of like 300 years, you know.
Damn.
And it would have wiped out like evidence of like an intelligent civilization. And there's a large amount of evidence to suggest that there were like pretty advanced civilizations on Earth before that time happened. Like especially with like the ground penetrating lidar they have above they've done on the Amazon rainforest. There's this technology. I can't explain how it works, but like they can like use radar. It's called lidar. But it has like anyways. Long story short, they've taken this technology and like flown like planes over the Amazon rainforest, which is huge, man. And there are like evidence of like structures and like entire cities within like the Amazon rainforest, which could not have existed like in its current state. You know, like I mean, like you can't make a city like in the foliage the kind of fucking environment that exists in the Amazon, you know. It's like at one point in time, like the rainforest wasn't there, and there were like cities there, you know.
Yeah, dude.
You
Fucking
should look into it,
iceberg.
man. Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll look that right now.
Go back to Teplu, dude. I think Turkey which is like they say that people evolved from like hunter gatherers to like people were like nomadic tribes. People were nomadic up until like a period of like 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, but Göbekli Tepe is like dated to at least 12 or 13,000 years, and it completely contradicts that theory, man. That's rather fascinating. How do you think Stonehenge was built? Have you ever seen like those like the shit that they have on like on the History Channel or whatnot, where like they try to like I watched this one where like they tried to like use only the tools that those people would have had at their disposal at that time, you know, and like but with like the knowledge of like modern engineering and like mechanics and whatnot to like trying to recreate it, and they could not do it. Could not do it. Like there had to have been like some kind of technology that people back then had to develop that, you know. Definitely, definitely.
Alright. Next question. If you could visit any ancient site in the world, where would it be? What would it be?
An ancient site, dude. Like I don't know, man, it's hard. So many. Like I mean the moon.
The moon,
I
that's,
mean, when fucking Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, dude.
that's a good one, dude.
That's where I would be. I'd want to see that, dude. I want to see that. Either that or that cave that Jesus came to life in. After 3 days, you know, he was dead for 3 days and he fucking rolled the thing back, dude. Yeah. For sure, dude.
That's terrifying. That was really scary. Oh wait, I'm about to fall asleep.
Don't fall asleep, dude.
I'm not
That'd be
gonna.
terrible for the cats, dude.
I know, man. I'm coming in clutch. I'm not gonna fall out. We're in this together. Alright. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks.
Bear with us. You can create a mashup of games that combines elements for Need for Speed, Pokemon, and ancient history. What would it look like?
Oof.
I don't know what.
Dark Souls, dude.
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls.
Oh wow, that's
Dark
a good
Souls.
one. That's a good one. Okay. Which one historical figure you'd love to challenge in a duel? Whether with cards, racing, or with weapons? I'm fucking up Trump.
Trump?
He's a cool guy. I get in the ring with him.
I mean, he's definitely a cool dude.
See what
But
he got.
I think I'm gonna butcher his name. Joseph Goebbels, dude. The propaganda minister for the Third Reich. The guy that was like in charge of like the Nazi propaganda and whatnot during World War II under Hitler. Yeah,
Wow.
dude. That guy was a motherfucker, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
I'd wreck him too, dude. Or he'd wreck me. I don't know.
Huh?
He might, dude. I mean, the guy was kind of smart.
That's what's up.
As fucked up as he was.
Well, you know, that's still not good.
It's not good, dude. Not at all, dude. It's a very bad thing.
Yeah. I don't know how people just do it, but it blows my mind. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, how are you gonna fucking, I mean, but, you know, people have to be in the military and shit. And, you know, I mean, they signed up to be in there, but, you know, you pull that trigger, bro. You take the life of somebody. I can't imagine what that's like.
At least not in that context.
Well, maybe we should start wrapping it up, man.
Oh, yeah?
I'm about to go to sleep.
Alright.
Thank you all for watching.
Thanks.
This is Psyche of DavoThe9th with Barry Sanders, the Barry, Mr. Barry.
Mr. Barry.
Alright. We're gonna call it. I hope you enjoyed. We had a good time spending time with you guys. Alright. Goodbye. I gotta go. Grab it now.
Go grab it, dude.
It's not gonna work. It's pie. Maybe we should just like wait till they leave.
Maybe, dude, we could sit here, dude.
I'll go and sleep right here. Alright, guys. Goodbye.